So quick question for everyone. How many of you either own an Hermes Apple Watch or an Hermes Apple Band? Chances are not many of you because these prices are astronomically high and far out of reach for the average consumer. And besides, why spend so much money for such a small amount of material or leather? Like, it seems like a total finesse by Apple and Hermes, am I right? Well, for those that do have an Hermes watch or band, know very well that you pay such a high premium for the name, the expert craftsmanship, and the luxurious look Hermes portrays. After all, Hermes is world renowned for how meticulous their products are and how high quality their craftsmanship is. As you probably guessed by the title of this video, we'll be taking a look at all of the brand new colors featured on the Hermes Jumping Single Tour line, which this time around for the September 2021 release, we only have 2 new colors. With a hefty price tag of $319 a pop, this is the kind of purchase you make once in a blue moon. I only recently started picking up Hermes bands and was blown away at how well they feel on the wrist, and I always, and I mean always, get complimented on my Hermes bands every single time I wear them without fail. So, for those bandaholics wanting to splurge on themselves for the one time, this video is for you. And by the way, not only did I pick up all the available colors for the Jumping Single Tour, but I also picked up most of the entire leather collection, except for the fancier double tour or deployment buckle bands. That's right, we don't play games on this channel. The only reason I'm holding out on the leather reviews is because my Hermes edition Apple Watches are still back ordered until November, because apparently you can only have 2 Apple Watches in your bag on apple.com at a time. So because I was 0.9 seconds too late, my watches are all arriving at different times, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's get straight into the action. This one is going to be a really quick one. There are only 2 new colors. But okay, let's get right into the action, shall we? Okay, so I have already gone over in detail everything you should know pertaining to this style of Apple Watch bands. As you know, Apple and Hermes have a long history of collaborating together, so the purpose of this video is to show off the new colors and model them on different watches. But if you're wanting to pick up any of the Jumping Single Tour for yourself or a loved one, check out my in-depth review on the actual style of band by clicking the card at the top right, also link in the video description. Okay, so what do we have here? 2 rather bright bands, and what I love about the Jumping Single Tour is just how elegant it looks and the interwoven yarn shimmers when the sunlight hits it just right. Not to mention how sturdy and high quality the band feels. Sure, they're expensive, but man, you can always expect to receive a high quality product from Hermes. Let's start with my least favorite of the 2, which is the Kraft orange color. And by least favorite, I only say that because it technically by default has to be, since there's only 2 options. But by no means am I implying this band combination is bad. Let's first start by acknowledging that this band is bright and will turn heads and catch people's attention, no doubt about it. The band is comprised of 2 totally gnarly colors. First, we feature this neutralizing beige, almost tan kind of color that sets to keep everything in check so that the band doesn't appear overly flashy. However, the bright orange gives the tan color a run for its money since it is very obviously the main attraction of the band. The Hermes orange is a very symbolic color for the company. Their retail packaging is that very bright orange, for heaven's sake, so this band aims to show homage to their roots with that bright orange color the company has been known for years. The color combination looks spectacular, and had this band just been orange, like just plain orange all around, it would have looked fine, but I love the parallel streaks here of that awesome and calming tan color that adds sophistication and balance to the whole Apple Watch setup. Obviously, having stainless steel inserts may limit options for people since the color mismatch of some casing materials, specifically aluminum on stainless steel for example, just looks tacky, at least to me. Nonetheless, ladies and gents, give it up for the Kraft Orange Hermes Jumping Single Tour band. And now, looking at the other new color, called Kraft and Lime. And before we start, now hold your horses, hold your horses. I know many of you bandaholics hate the flashy band colors, especially yellows. Having the exact same design as the Kraft Orange with the parallel streaks running across the band, the lime part of the band is a rather peculiar color. I may be biased since I already love the jumpy and bouncy bright bands, but man, this muted yellow alongside the tan make for a very splendid combination, especially when paired up with the regular stainless steel watch. There are a few bands that exist out there that I like to dub chameleon bands, and this is one of them, for the sole fact that outdoors it looks much brighter, but indoors it's actually a lot less bright than you'd think. You see, outdoors the bright yellow band radiates as bright as the sun. Maybe a slight exaggeration, but trust me, the setup is so unique that if you pick it up, just know you will probably be the only person with this band within a 50-mile radius, 100-mile radius if you live in more of a rural area. You'd think the yellow would be beaming in your face, but it has an interesting characteristic of being bright and eye-catching, but nothing too over the top. It's a really cool band, very interesting. If you can afford them, and if you want to stand out from the crowd of usual black or white sport bands, this setup hands down will get you loads of compliments, and you'll just be staring at your wrist all day, I promise. And that's it, guys. Wow, that was fast. My camera simply cannot do these bands enough justice, but I at least hope they helped you guys, whether you're seriously considering picking one of these up, or if you're simply watching this video knowing damn well beforehand that you'll never buy it, but enjoy watching videos of stuff you'll never buy. Trust me, I'm guilty of it. But before I go, I once again want to remind everyone that my band giveaway is still live and ends very soon. This Sunday, as a matter of fact, on Halloween. Unfortunately, I can't give out any Hermes bands yet, but later in the future, I may be considering channel memberships and maybe even a Patreon, where one perk will be an exclusive entry into an Hermes band giveaway. But for now, you still have plenty of chances to snag any of the other standard bands Apple released, including styles such as the braided solo, sport band, leather link, and so many more. For more info, please check the video description and check out those videos and see how you can enter. I am patiently awaiting my Hermes watches so I can also review all the single tour leather bands. But until they arrive, I still have plenty of almost daily content. So make sure to obliterate that like button, hit the red subscribe button, and with that, I'm out of here, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all real soon in my next video.